I can't imagine anybody else actually taking the time and the trouble to try to help and actually follow through and try to do something and spend time on my issues without charging me for it and just being a really good person. That's so unusual now. My name is Mark, and I live in New York. I was looking for a Medicare, and Paul was like the second person or the second one I tried. I'm having another issue. You sound like you know what's going on here. He said, I'll see if I can help. And I told him, and the issue I'd been having is that I did a scan and back in 2024, and the charge for the scan was about $300. And then in 2025, when I got the bill for the second scan, it was $1,700. And I had been fighting with the facility for almost 2 years, telling them that I was not gonna pay $1,700 because this is wrong. Medicare is supposed to charge the same amount for the same service. I couldn't get a straight answer from anybody, and now I happen to be talking to Paul, and Paul said, "Well, that," he said, "No, that's not right, and they should do something." Well, first Paul said, "Send me the information, I'll take a look at it." So I sent him all the bills and the Medicare, sent him what I had done. And this whole thing just came out of a question I had asked Paul. I wasn't a client. He hadn't worked with me before. He didn't know me. And he said, "I'll send you a letter that you can use, sort of like a legal letter, but not really from a lawyer." And he said, "You can use this, and this letter just says you want this looked at by the adjustment department," or something like that. And just the fact that Paul was so willing to go out of his way, I asked him if I could pay him for, and he said, "No, no, don't, it's okay, don't worry about it." He's just such an incredible person, in my opinion. And that's was my experience with Paul. And the fact that he was trying to help, I would recommend him to anybody to take care of them because he took care of me, and he treats me like a friend, and that's so important.